see Pac-Man enough. You got to set on James Square, but that's enough of that. We got other players to focus.
Winners quarters already. Damn.
Hell?
This
We're just on winners too.
Yeah.
Fast bracket today.
Yeah, what the hell? That's actually probably Devin's doing.
Yes.
Devin loves to run brackets ultra fast with no friggin'
This is T.O. Devin. This is the rare side of this is actually T.O. Devin.
This is not a TO, but actually a TO. Secretly a TO, but also just the stream tech. Hashtag not just the stream tech. Devin 3000 bringing us Ho3K and Gen versus Will to Win Mr. E. Game 1 is on Lilac Cruise, and this is going to be a zany set. No better way to describe how both of these players can explode at any moment.
And the one thing that I think it's worth commenting on is I believe, do not quote me on this, but I do think Mr. E has a huge lifetime record on Gen, like pretty large, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'd be remiss to say that Mr. E has solid records across players in New York. He does have, it's worth noting that his losing record is more potent here at home than abroad nationally.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he's taking more losses here at Xeno and over at Aeon collectively than in his traveling career as a professional player of this game. So it is worth noting that Gen is one of those players that, historically speaking, he has stayed plus on.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
So while that may come to be expected of a player of his caliber,
Gen is also really good.
Yeah, Gen's good. Gen is nasty.
Gen is nasty at this game. We saw how good he was. He got 9th at Smash Sounds. Ooh, uppy under the stage right there, going to knock out Gen's stock. A little bit of a lead for him at the moment, but again, this is a game in which percent leads only matter so much.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, this is Ryu, man. This is literally 2 fairs away, and he takes all that percent back.
We just footstool to set up a tech situation. I feel like because of the mechanics in Ultimate that have established with footstools now, where they don't force freestanding, they force a tech situation.
Yeah.
Mr. E is going to be in paradise with these new mechanics. I just feel like his style of play in general is going to be benefited so well to how the game operates from what we've been able to see and play.
Yeah, it in general seems like a bit of a more aggressive game, and he is obviously known for that. Maybe not necessarily aggressive, but just kind of in your face, but out of your range as well. So
yeah, it's aggressive, but he's smart about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't just want to mash the buttons in your face.
As fun as mashing the buttons is.
Mashing the buttons is fun, but you get... Oh, he's been like hunting for this footstool.
Oh, that's safe. Or kind of safe. You can't hard punish it anyway.
Oh? You could hard punish that if you don't choose the wrong option.
Yeah.
All right, now he's just swinging, but Gen doing well to sort of bait a response. He's just not giving himself the right amount of room to punish it.
Oh, he tried to catch that jump up from Mr. E with the Shoryuken. Almost ends up getting it. And E will read that low back. That is one of the toughest things to deal with against Marcina in general. When you don't have a sword to compete with Marcina, or just distro in general, like a heavy, a lot of the times you have to respect them swinging like backwards or retreating back with fairs, because you can't roll back into it. You will just explode.
So where's game 2 that takes the final destination against Mr. E?
Yeah, he does like this stage, but again, keep in mind, Marcina is going to have a much tougher time getting back to the floor against Ryu. And when Ryu starts juggling you in the air, you can have some trouble coming down, that's for sure.
While the situation at hand definitely favors Gen more on paper, especially given the playstyles of both of these players, I feel like given the momentum of this current set,
I don't think the intention there was to... Oh, they're going to get a lot of damage. Okay. 42.
Could have been more.
Yeah, could have been a little bit more, probably. Footstool punish, I think, is optimal there. It could be too low, but who do I know? I did not play this character.
Well, no, so the point I was trying to bring up earlier is just the fact that given the percentages at hand and the momentum of the set, I feel like E is going to keep this a lot closer than Gen would feel comfortable with. Fortunately, Gen feels mighty comfortable throwing out those dragon punches.
Absolutely. And obviously, Mr. E does, I think, have one bad, or at least one bad habit, and that's the use of up B is sometimes a little bit sketchy. The Buzz has called him out on that in the past before. Beautiful tech by Gen to keep himself alive right there, continuing the rage monster that he is at the moment.
Yeah, this is going to be a rough scene for E if Gen finds himself back on the ground.
Double there. Yeah, that's it.
And the fair is going to end out that stock.
That is a
There we go.
laggy button. It's, I think, total end lag is like frame 65 or something absurd.
That's gross.
It's not very good.
Bro, I could heat up a cup noodle in that time.
Yes. Actually, a whole ass second. Anyway, ledge trapping by Jen. Throw the buttons out. Ah, buttons.
Neutral air, and it's Forever Love hitbox.
Oh yeah, and it's a solid hitbox that has like 6 frames of lag. It is arguably one of the best aerials in this game.
And on a character like Ryu, no less,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't expect such a swift button that occupies so much space. But hey,
Ooh,
Jen
beautiful.
puts
That is muscle memory right there. That is just, I perfect shielded an aerial, down smash. That is something you definitely just learn to kind of react to in general.
Speaking of reactions, look at this.
Yeah, you react to that single up tilt, baby, and you get that true Shoryuken. I know some of you do have some trouble reacting to their own single up tilts. Jen, not one of them.
He saw that opportunity and he snapped for it. Excellent play, and that's going to be bringing us into Game 3. Now, kind of curious because there's been some odd stage picks. I can see the run back to Final Destination.
I do, although I do like a pick of like TNC or Smashville as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Town and City I feel like would be the smart choice.
Yeah.
But at
You do explode earlier.
No, you explode earlier, which is like... So Final Destination serves the same purpose as Town and City would, but you run the risk of...
Lucina. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
I meant to say Marth.
Jennifer's Bayonetta.
Oh, this is a. Oh, he says, "What's your stage?" Lilat. Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
I love this counter pick actually by Jen. She is a monster on this stage, and the tilt only helps her.
Lilac Cruz historically has been a paradise for zoning characters. Any character that wants to use mid to long range projectile pressure to assert their control of the base platform will find true love here on Lilac Cruz, and especially Bayonetta because of how well Bullet Climax is able to cover literally everywhere.
No, yeah, and if you're a tall character like Lucina, it is not a good time for you. You are going to have to walk and approach and walk and shield and walk and shield and walk and shield. Simply because you have the bright side here is that Lucina is the fastest walker in the game. So you can at least afford to, be patient with it, and you're still gaining ground fairly fast. But this is still Bayonetta on this stage, which is naturally just going to be very tough.
And even you bring up a good point with the walk speed, but given that Mr. E is more aerially oriented with his pressure, he's going to find himself on the platforms a lot. And one thing to note for Lilac Cruz,
ooh, hard punish by Mr. E on the witch time. I do actually love jump witch time as an option. The thing is that when Mr. E ledge traps, you have to notice he does not swing early, almost ever. He reacts to movement and then he swings. Reacts to movement and swings, as I mentioned right there.
you see, this is what I mean when I say he's got the aggressive play, but he doesn't just press the buttons. He waits for his response. He's like a hunter in the bush. He just waits for his prey to do something he knows that he can take advantage of. And he himself has been on a very long journey to figure out how to counterplay Bayonetta. He's been one of the most vocal advocates for fighting against Bayonetta, for disliking her style of play and her influence on the meta.
Ooh, that is going to be a
Her stealing jumps from you in neutral at questionable times.
Yeah, I think they tried to do double jump fair to catch. I think it was a witch twist at the time. Bayonetta acts out pretty gosh darn fast. That up is a solid one. Jen misses a punish though on the up smash to begin with.
He turned around, and that was what
misses turned around. Oh?
But yeah, he's come a long way in being able to fight.
Oh,
any
okay.
level of Bayonetta.
If he single hits him.
If he single hits him, but no proper follow-up.
Which he did.
He had it.
Yeah.
And now the patience is instilled in E.
That SDI'd up and exploded.
That's horseshit!
I love this character. I have grown to love watching this character because holy moly, it is actually all your fault sometimes. And it's just like, wow, you could have SDI'd any other way and you would have lived, but you didn't. Like at that percent you can live. I know for a fact you can live with that percent.
That's not true. That's not true, dude. He was basically inside the blast zone when he got let out. Look at this. That's some horse shit.
So boom.
He was inside the blast zone. That was not because of bad DI. That's because the character's bullcrap.
I would have to disagree.
This is a little bit of bullshit. She can be nasty, but so can your DI, but not the good kind of nasty.
I don't know. I think you can SDI that. Just SDI.
Mondo
you should just SDI. That's all I'm saying.
Mondo garbage.
I think she's pretty cool. Actually.
Mondo
Look, my character gets completely
garbage,
destroyed by this character, and I think she's pretty cool.
Mondo garbage.
I've grown to like this character.
I
hate fighting her, but I've grown to like watching her.
I also feel like fighting Bayo is a puzzle.
Yeah.
And you just build the pieces the more you fight against Bayos and the more Bayos you fight. And